Good evening, I'm Dan Fitzpatrick, StockMarketMentor.com, and I want to look at Amazon today. Look, I've had these lines drawn here for a while just to kind of help me keep track of what's happening with the stock. But, you know, you could see this rising support line, rising resistance line that were actually kind of converging. That led to some selling where the price just kind of poured out of the end of this wedge, kind of like water out of a garden hose. But it found support here at 1860. That's important because a lot of times you'll see a stock fall out like this and just kind of keep going, you know, maybe even if it's just to the 50-day moving average. But here, this stock actually held up pretty well. And so now we've got earnings coming up on the 30th. That's in 9 days, which would be, by my count, sometime next week. And I see this stock when the rest of the market was a little, let's just say kind of dicey a little bit today. A lot of stuff kind of churning sideways or selling off, unless you're Tesla or Beyond Meat. But this stock traded right about the same level as it closed on Friday, but then it traded higher, I mean, really nicely. Now, less than 2%, about 1.5%, so it wasn't a big move, but it was almost $30. That's what happens when you have a stock that's worth almost $2,000. So just buying the stock isn't that, you know, you don't really get that much of an advantage. It's just not a big mover. But the options are actually fairly liquid on this. For this stock, you can't trade them out too far. They're really not, but I mean, heck, you could even trade weekly options here. But buying a call option on this stock, I think, can work really well, because if the stock breaks out above the January high around 1918 or something, this could easily go to 1950 fairly quickly. And so I took a position here. It's a fairly small position, but I just bought some calls, the 1885 calls. They expire next week. I seriously doubt I'll hold them until Friday. Very short-term stuff, and I wouldn't really hold a short-term option position over a weekend. But if this thing starts moving up tomorrow, I will add to that position. Then maybe at some point I might sell some options against it just to manage my delta, or which is, you know, how much the actual option position moves relative to a $1 position in the stock. But I think there's some good trades to be made on this to the upside. Another way you could do it would be to sell puts, out of the money puts, but those require a little more time. And I just don't really want to hold this stock past the weekend. And then if I did hold it, or forget it, I would sell it before the weekend, like on Friday. And then if I bought it back or did something else on Monday, that's another thing then that I would want to be out of before this company reports earnings, because it could go either way. But for the time being, for the purposes of this video, I think you could get long this stock. It'd be very, very speculative to buy call options. The real money's made in selling options consistently, but every once in a while you look at it and say, sure, I'll take a flyer. And that's what I would do on this stock. So if it's up tomorrow, we'll say if it trades above 1892, or we'll look at the top here and it's 1894.27. So we'll say 1895. If the stock trades above 1895 tomorrow, I think you probably get a really good day trade or a very, very short-term swing trade out of this stock. So that's the way I'm playing it, and I'll see you guys next time. Oh, by the way, we're having another live trading session for members on Thursday morning. So if you haven't taken a trial membership already, you can sign up for a trial membership and get in on that day trading session on Thursday. We typically, but though not always, but we typically make some decent money. We can usually find one or two stocks to beat up on. So if you do, chances are you'll actually be paying for your membership that you don't even have yet. Okay, so hope to see you guys there.